couple of days ago, I was just watching the Rise of the Guardians movie. I think everyone should watch it because in that movie it explains how the light workers are working and how the darkness is working. So the darkness try to keep on putting a lot of fears into the people, and there will be very few light worker people who start putting light on every person. And one thing in that movie, the special point is that, even when darkness takes away the light workers as well, they bounce back with even more infinite light. So everything which is taken away in the middle, they bounce back even with more light. So this is one thing that we always have to trust the process. Yeah. When you're mentioning about that, I felt like to share. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate. So yeah. So Shamin was asking the 7 levels. So we'll write it up, those levels. Okay. And then name of the movie is Rise of Guardians. Okay. So I'll write that
The
up.
Paramount Pictures. So,
Okay. Yeah. Sonia ji, please go ahead. With your question.
Yes, I wanted to understand the difference between 5 and 6, because you said 5 is like integration or union, and then 6 is oneness. So,
exactly.
I'm sure they're slightly different. Can you explain a little bit?
So what happens is in the integration, the first thing is you start to trust the process. You start to trust and you start to feel that your body, your mind, your soul, everything is aligned. And oneness is something that, you are one with the infinite. Like you do not see anything as a separation. You do not, your boundaries, everything will fade away. You just experience the stillness. And you do not feel that you are no longer separate with any sort of identity or something. You remember who you are.
Okay. So in oneness is the phase where
Remembrance.
duality, right? There is no duality or good and bad,
Exactly.
you and me,
Exactly.
anything like that.
Yes.
You're just one. Okay.
Yeah, you're just one.
Okay.
And in the union, you start to begin to trust the process.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Yeah, we see the glimpse of the oneness. I have experienced in Mount Shasta or some other places. Sometimes if I did the longer meditation and all that, but staying in that most of the time is not happening. That is like a unexplainable. It's uh, it's the vastness, and you are not there anymore. You're just experiencing that. uh, you know it's so beautiful, but we just come back to the
And this
daily
is why
life.
7 levels. This is why 7 levels of awakening, because you keep coming back into the circle.
Yes, but craving for that, the experience that, um I guess we just have to keep working on it, or keep connecting more with the nature, or just practice the meditation. And I just during the meditation also, I experienced it after a long time. um Being in there is like it happens to many like Ramana Maharshi, and those in this world with the other responsibilities and all these, we just come back. We just have to keep work on going there also, here and there. Yeah, thank you so much. You put everything in a nice perspective, and I enjoyed your session, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ranjini. I think very rightly said, because this is where many of the people have questions, because like we have experienced this state long before. Why are we not experiencing, or we want to experience that state? And for us, that is the deeper thing. So this is one of the thing, like I still remember Patriji's words, like to never analyze three sort of things, like never analyze the dream state, never analyze the life experiences, never analyze the meditation experiences as well. So when we never analyze anything, then whatever moment we experience, it is one among the 7 levels. As simple as that.
Yeah, okay. Take it as it comes and let
Exactly.
go.
It
Yeah.
just happens in every moment to momentum.
Yes, yes. So it's like
Yeah,
a circle, like just, yeah, we can be anywhere,
exactly.
anytime.
Even in meditation as well, I can say, like from my experience of all these years, um, if we do 3 hours, if you are able to go to that oneness state for 1 minute, that itself is a greater step. And what happens again if we keep asking, like, what is happening in the next moment? Then I am in one among the other different state, the level. So this is always a circle. Every minute to minute, um, it keeps on varying according to the level of frequency that we are in.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you,
But
Rajni.
isn't it a good question, Rajniji? But doesn't it get easier if you get into any of these level stages to get back, to connect and look at the material world in a different way, and not be as bound by it, and not be as agitated by it, once you realize the level that you are, and you can probably stay a little bit in that level even in the world. Is that true?
I think this is why we have discussed in the trigger or the inner disruption, right? What we have discussed is our entire life even shakes. And for example, in inner disruption, all the foundations, everything gets shattered. Huh? So then what happens is we start to see in a different perspective. And this is where even when there is pain, or for example, in this inner disruption state, what happens for Inaya in the example that we have seen? She do not feel like even meditation has brought her peace. That is the state that she goes through. Still she keeps doing, because you know uh, the awakening starts in every step where you are in, and every process we just have to enjoy instead of seeing it as a pain. Again, one important thing here, in this world we have been raised to see it as a pain. And in reality, once we realize as we are souls, we do not see the pain as it is. For example, if Gautam Buddha has gone and he did a lot of meditation, and once he got enlightened, he was like literally taking the bowl, who is going to every house and asking for food. And if we see it from materialistic way, we see that it is also pain. But from the enlightened state, that's the process that he have brought. So this is where, which state, like when you get enlightened, every moment you just enjoy as it is. So yeah.
So, yeah, I was going to ask about that. If sometimes, we may have a lot of things on our plate, and that might cause stress. But yeah, how do we bring the peace in while you are doing? I heard you become that work. You, embrace that work as some, service, like you said, like Gautam Buddha. Enjoy in the moment, even though it is overwhelming. Maybe just handle it piece by piece, and not to think about like this is stressful and all that. I guess we have to uh, change our perspective about the work what we are doing.
And see, first thing is we have to give ourselves time. As you have rightly mentioned, Rajni ji. For example, when I have experienced the loss of my father, It was not an easy. Immediately, I didn't bounce back. I cried. I took my time. I came back. So one thing is we need to give ourselves that time as well. And when we are going through some state, yes, we are going through. Let me accept this process. Let me see where my journey is taken care, going ahead, and know that deep within that you are completely being taken care of the universe. So we need to give that time, and that patience is equally required for us to progress in our journey. Without the patience, we are lost.
Yeah. Trust the process. Trust the
Exactly.
universe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Before we go to Anna, there was a question in the chat, like how to dissolve each one to become one unified body, mind, and soul.
So the session is not about dissolving each level. The session is about understanding that all the levels will be there and at every state of how we are performing. As simple as that, because ultimately everyone experiences the oneness and in embodiment as well. But again, after experiencing the oneness, again you experience the egoistic state, because life is all about the circle. So you just have to understand which state you are in that moment. That's it. Because majority of the times, as I said, many people think like we are egos are breaking when dissolutions, when we are going through that inner disruption phase. We do not know what is trembling, what is being shaken. We feel as if like we have to go out to chaos. We do not want to see people. During that time, the patience is very much required to understand. Again, I will come back to the embodiment state. The oneness state is there. I'm just experiencing. Let me be an observer. That's it. This um, understanding will shift the process.
Hi, Neelima. It's a wonderful explanation about the seven level. And I just want to ask you about my weakness. I always complain to myself and I always feel like why I'm not able to catch the point in the stillness, how I can do it, though I do the meditation and all. But still, I'm not able to catch that stillness point. Can you please advise me how I can improve and which state I'm in? So this is a big question for me to move forward and be and feel for the stillness which I want to feel. So can you please explain it?
So you are in the curiosity state, right? You
Mm-hmm.
want to have
Yeah.
some sort of answers. So what you are also doing for that apart from meditation? The first thing,
Apart from
okay, let me ask the first question. Have you completed like at least 40 full days of 1 hour of meditation?
not the 40 full days of 1 hour meditation, but sometimes I do 1 hour or 2 hours, sometimes 45 minutes, but it's not continue with the 3 hours kind of meditation.
So the first thing I would say, keep it as a ritual. First, do at least 1 hour of 40 days of meditation, and then you see like what is happening.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So that 1 hour of meditation continuously for the 40 days, that will help me?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let me do
Trust.
that. Because I saw that you are how deep you go into that and it reflect on your face also. And I'm thinking, why, how she can do it? So, okay, let me try and
It's all simple. It's very simple. But
thank you so
yeah,
much.
40, yeah. Thank you, Arvind. Yeah, 41 days is a must. Do at least 1 hour. Do 1 hour of meditation. Minimum.
Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Neelima.
Thank you, Shah. Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yes,
Yeah,
Anna?
thank you, Nilima. It was a lovely session. I just have a question. that for every experience, maybe we have to go through the level one and then reach to the oneness, isn't it? Because every experience is new. So we again start from the materialistic level and then reach to the oneness level for each experience. So that's how the cycle keeps continuing. Is that so?
As I said, in the mirror room, when you stand, which mirror appears beside you? Is it always the same mirror? Let's say the mirrors are moving,
Yeah, it's not the same.
right? It's exactly the
Yeah.
same. It's not, it's a circle means we exactly go through different process. It depends on what kind of experience. So it happens in every level, like a zigzag or a circle. It really depends. Like, not, we cannot, in spirituality, one thing is we can never define that this is the correct process, this is the only process.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So some things may not need going through everything because maybe you've
Exactly.
already, yeah. Thank you so much. That was really
But the
nice.
moment
Thank you.
you think that something is there in that level one, then you are already there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Yes, Divya. So I have met Divya in the year 2006. We are very young, and we have met in the forest, like in the trekking when we are going with Patriji. So such a hardworking person and the smartest person as well, whom I know. So thank you, Divya, for asking me for this session. Yeah.
Hi, Neelima. Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Neelima. Wonderful, wonderful session. Thank you, thank you. And to me, right, just having this knowledge, right? I think having awareness that we have these stages is the ultimate thing. So when we are into some trigger state, right, when you think, oh, okay, I'm in the trigger state, I'm going to move. This is not going to be forever. I'm going to move to other state and I'm going to get back to my own normal, peaceful state. I think the awareness is the key here. Just understanding that,
Exactly.
oh, we have these stages. It's normal to go through the stages is what is very enlightening for me, Neelima. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I know you have office today. Thank you for your time for coming here.
No, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Yeah.
Neelima is
Great.
a great master, my dear friend. She's from Germany. So she's been in this path for a very, very long time. So many hiccups, so many setbacks in the journey. But still she goes so strong and bold.
We all do, right?
Thank you so much, Moon. So there was another question, like what if we fall asleep during meditation? So
How do you sleep during meditation?
Yeah, I don't think it's really sleeping. I think it's just that you're in a sense of so much calmness for a minute that you feel like you're dozing off, but you've not really dozed off. But it just feels that way.
And how do you feel after that dozing off state?
Uh, it feels really like a reset, complete reset and refreshed. I don't, yeah, it's not sleeping because, but it feels like sleeping. It feels.
So one
Then
other way
let's,
of thinking is okay, go ahead, Nilma.
no, just go ahead. Go ahead.
This was the same question, right? Another way of thinking is meditation gives you what you need the most. So if you're sleeping in meditation, that means your sleep is not a qualitative sleep or not having enough sleep hours.
Mm,
Eventually, this phase will be better.
okay.
yeah, your
Yeah.
body needs at that time, probably, yeah, rest or something.
Yeah, and one last question. I mean, what is the time that you meditate? Do you meditate in the morning for an hour, or in the evening for an hour, or because I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. So
Me personally, I prefer to meditate in the evenings because that's my most comfortable time.
Okay.
But for some people, now currently we have started doing like from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock meditations as well together as a group. So whichever you feel. But one thing is when there is some group, like organizing the sessions like this, meditation magic, for example, when you do in the group, you go even more. Fast into the deeper states. This is one of the reasons that group meditations are really like it makes more meaning for us. Like we do not feel that we are doing, but we as a group, we are doing it together.
Yeah, yeah. And meditation magic has nightly meditation as well. So maybe I should start joining that.
Yeah.
Sure, you're always welcome, Sonaji.
I would always say this thing like, as an individual, whichever time you are comfortable with, do it. But if you are having any groups or anything, just give importance for the group meditation rather than doing it alone. So
Mm.
that's my takeaway.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.